Roughly 300 nights a year, when the cold air descending from the Andes Mountains meets the warm air rising from Venezuela's coastal lake Maracaibo. We have a dependent clause from when to that right before comma. The subject in the dependent clause will be the air, and the verb will be meet. Okay, when the cold air meets the warm air. The result is a spectacular subject and verb lightning storm. That would be the object. It strikes so bright, so localized, and so dependable. So we have this series of adjectival phrase, so bright, so localized, and so dependable that it has become known as Maracaibo's lighthouse. Even though we have a comma that separates so bright, so localized, but then the third one, we need to make it right connected to that because the word that here is used as a relative pronoun, that connects, and the word that tend not to have any punctuation before because it's known to have this restrictive um, usage or utility. So the function is usually to qualify the words before. In that case, it would be the reference to storm. There should be no punctuation after the word dependable. So the correct answer should be C. And the reason why choice A cannot be the answer is that you have a column that separates these essential elements, so bright, so localized, and so dependable that. So there should be no colon, and there should be no semicolon because the semicolon is used to connect the two independent clauses, nor do we see any complex series of items. Therefore, a semicolon cannot be used. Again, after the semicolon or before the semicolon, we expect the full independent clause, and when you introduce the word that makes it dependable. So B is out. Choice D, you have a comma splice. Not only comma splice, like I mentioned before, this comma is going to break the flow or coherent structure about how the so that, I'm going to highlight the word so that as a restrictive usage where so that is like the idiomatic expression. So bright that it has become. So localized that. So dependable that. It's a part of the paired phrase that you don't want to interrupt. So just like choice A, B, and AB, choice D, no interruption is needed at the end. Correct answer should be C.